Xbox E3 presentation just wrapped. Let's talk about it. So another year, well, let's say Summer Games Fest, or another Xbox Games Showcase. Um, this, and I think I'm seeing a lot of people say this online, may have been one of the best showcases that Xbox has put on. I think in part, because a lot of other companies are, well, let me roll that back a little bit. They own a lot of the companies that normally do presentations, but a lot of other companies are not doing presentations, or they have already done presentations. So we saw a lot of things here, a lot of third-party games as a part of this presentation as well. There were a few things that I said I wanted to see. I'm going to go back here. So I did want to see more from Contraband, State of Decay 2, Everwild, Gears 6, Fable, or Perfect Dark. That's what I wrote down, what I wanted to see. From this list, we did not see Contraband, which I am surprised. That was announced a few years ago. We saw a teaser trailer for that. We did not see Everwild. Again, not sure what's going on there. But surprisingly, we saw everything else. State of Decay. Wait, did I say State of Decay 3 or 2? I meant 3. So we saw some gameplay of State of Decay 3. That looked amazing. We did not get Gears 6, but we did get a trailer for Gears E-Day, Emergence Day. So that's going to be really cool. And we actually saw like some gameplay and more trailers for both Fable and Perfect Dark. So just that alone, let's go over to this other screen. So just that alone really made this a really, really good showcase. And a lot of these games are set to come out 2024, 2025. Really, really cool. So I'm going to try to go down the list and include some B-roll of some of those games. Actually, I think there are some things that I missed, so I'll circle back around to that. But let's go down. So South of Midnight, we saw gameplay of that. Did not expect that at all. It looks really cool. Kind of that art style and that gameplay style. I think it's kind of like an action brawler, something that I think is always welcomed on any platform, but really needed on Xbox. That kind of, I won't say specializes, it just has a lot of first-person games. Saw Indiana Jones in a Great Circle. We already kind of knew what that was. Perfect. I'm going to go back to Perfect Dark really quick. Looked really, really good, really high quality. Saw a little first-person parkour. So if you were like a Mirror's Edge fan, that looks really cool there. Can't wait to see more of that. And I believe they said 2025 for that. Let's see. And you know what? I'm going to, for the most part, at least for the beginning of this, stick to Xbox published or created games. We saw Avowed again, a lot more gameplay. That's looking really good. If you're a RPG fan, you really, really need to check that out. Let me go back up here. Stalker 2, we saw towards the end of the presentation. That studio has been through so much, so it's really cool to see this game kind of finally coming fully to fruition. It looks really great, and I can't wait to get my hands on that. Yeah, it's just they've been through so much, so I'm glad to see that they get a chance to show what they've been working on. Let's see. There were so many things that I don't want to go through every single thing. I might do some kind of one-off videos for some of the other games. Let's see, Doom, Dark Ages, they did talk about that. That was really cool. I think they opened the show with that. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater. I know I said I was going to stay on the Xbox things, but the show is really good. Saw Age of Mythology Retold. Yeah, just so many trailers. So I'll try to actually keep or put a link to this blog post in the comments section below and maybe pin that. But so many good things coming out in the next 2 years. Flight Simulator. If you're a Flight Simulator fan, they're adding so much more to the franchise. So this is like a totally new game. You get firefighting. Yeah, they showed like people taking pictures and actually walking outside of the planes. So that's really, really cool. Can't wait to see more of that. Let's go down, make sure I didn't miss anything that I really wanted to talk about. Okay, so we had some of the partner stuff. So Assassin's Creed Shadows, more gameplay there. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, you'll probably have seen the Ubisoft Connect. So, but that does come out. That comes actually. Wait, what's today's date? Tomorrow, the 10th, if I'm not mistaken, is when that comes out. Let's see, what did I really like? Expedition 33 looked really cool. Dragon Age, a lot of people have wanted like this next Dragon Age for a long time. We didn't get too much, or if not any gameplay. I'm trying to remember. This is like straight right after the Call of Duty presentation, so I haven't taken any time to kind of go back and watch all the trailers and do a deep dive. But really excited about that. I may go back and play Dragon Age, but it's crazy. It's been almost 10. When did Dragon Age Origins come out? It's been a while. So I definitely want to go back and play that. This Fragpunk game looks really cool, really unique. Life is Strange always looks great. This Mecha Breaker game, it looks really cool. It reminds me of something that would have come out during the original Xbox era. So definitely want to check that out. Talked about Metal Gear, Stalker 2. I was actually surprised to see this smaller game, but it's a cozy games have been really, really popular. But it's a cozy survival game. So that'll be something pretty cool to check out. And it was cool seeing it in the midst of all of these like huge titles. I'm not sure yet. I have to go back and watch the entire presentation again. I'm not sure if that ended up washing this out or if it made it stick out. So really, really cool thing. Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers again, let me make sure that is, yeah, that one looked really cool. If I'm thinking of it, looks like a really fast-paced action turn-based RPG. If I'm thinking of the right game, I hope I'm not making a mistake. I'll scroll back through this. But no, there was just so much shown, and I'm not sure if this is kind of their best show by default, but it's also kind of crazy that there's still so many studios that we haven't heard from, or so many titles that we've seen that we haven't heard from. There's some things that I know we were kind of close to when I was working there, so I'm surprised that some things weren't announced yet. Like I said, a few years ago we saw the Contraband teaser, so I'm surprised we haven't seen that. We've been waiting forever while, but you know what, now they have so much content. Take the time, let people make great games, don't lay people off. That was one thing I did want to see. I wanted to see more from leadership, maybe addressing some of these things, some of the layoffs, but I know at this time that may have not been the time or the space. So yeah, really, really good presentation. I'll probably do a breakout on some of these. I'll be looking forward to the upcoming interviews with like Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, that will be happening throughout the rest of today or the rest of the kind of Summer Games Fest time. But there was actually one thing I forgot that wasn't game related. Xbox did not show the next gen console, but they did show an all white, let me switch it. There we go. An all white Xbox Series X, all digital version. Looks really, really clean. And a special edition new Xbox Series X with the disc. Now, the one thing that was kind of weird about that, if you look closely, well, you won't see here, but it still has the disc, but this one has the larger hard drive. You would think that the diskless would have the larger hard drive, but you can kind of see it looks like stars. You have some like green undertones on the stand and on the controller, so looks really cool. Can't wait to see what the future of Xbox hardware looks like. We did not get a handheld, but I don't know. We'll see. I think there's still a lot to come from Xbox. Yeah, tell me, like, go in the comments below. Tell me what you liked. If you were impressed, if you were disappointed. Personally, I just think it was a really good show. When I gave Sony a B, and I think if I had give Sony a 80% or a B, I really think this is as close to a or A plus that Xbox has given us in quite some time, if not ever. So tell me what you all think below, and I will see you next time.